Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US, shortly after the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
That Janus's oddball nurse is added again.
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janus.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past...
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment. Sounds like a good way inside Janus's house.
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. Not like Janus. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. All right, I better go. You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. I don't know it sounds crazy because he looks like any fragile old man. But I think... No, I'm sure. Wow.
Come in. I've heard something weird. I'm gonna go check it out. This, again.
Damn. What the hell was that noise?
Why does...
Why? Why are you doing it?
Honey, it's me. You called? Yes, I know they're coming.
Listen, sir, there's no drama.
finish
You just
my
need to
round
check your
first.
pockets if you want to
I
pass.
thought this was supposed to be a quiet Saturday, but there are
Just
so many
relax.
letters.
You'll be on your way in
I
a
got
sec.
package for Batty as well. Did you know he was engaged in a lawsuit against Janus? That old Russian guy I talked
Okay,
about?
let's go, sir. Thank you.
No,
New guy, huh?
The regular guy is indisposed.
I would love
I'm
to
here
know
to
what
take
else
care
now.
of Mr.
Even if it
Janus.
was
All
only
right,
with that
just
package.
ring the doorbell. Someone will be with you in a moment.
Get phone that first. All right, I'll call you when I'm over by the bus. Bye, honey.
Who are you? Where's Lafayette?
He's not well.
Well, hopefully it's something serious. I wouldn't mind if Lafayette was replaced permanently. He's an insufferable bore with a room temperature IQ. But if you're the new guy, you'll need to be on time. I have a busy schedule, you know. You have a very distinct face, my friend. Eastern European, am I right? But more than that, a refined mix of cultures. You look almost like an artist's rendering of the perfect man. I knew a man once, a doctor. He would have found you quite interesting, I think. So, back to this thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen as possible before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Well, while Mr. Janus fills his lungs, I'd like a quick word with you. Please, come with me. All right, new guy. I know this looks like a relaxed operation, but I run a tight ship. Nobody gets alone time with Janus unless I know them, and I don't know you. So here's what I'll do. I'm going downstairs to run a security check on you. It should only be a few minutes. In the meantime, you wait in the study. We'll lock the doors and my men will make sure you don't accidentally wander off. I'm sure you understand. Please, wait in there.
47, you have to find a way out of there. I can't possibly construct a viable ID for you in time. I'll have Miss Hall remotely interfere with their search, but we can't keep it up for long. Well, that was certainly an interesting turn of events. Still, no rest for the wicked, 47. You could probably slip back inside
I'm back.
and give Janus his
I
health
suggest
check
we
while
go to
his
the
bodyguard is
bathroom
busy.
now.
All right.
Just be mindful of the
Let's go
patrolling
then.
guards.
What? Another male nurse. Odd.
Nicely done, 47. It's time for Janus to pay for his crimes.
You know, you remind me of someone I met a long time ago. A young boy in Romania.
Tell me more about this boy.
Ah, the boy. I remember his eyes better than anything. Ice cold, defiant. Maybe it was the nature of the project itself that led me to dislike him, but I felt nothing but disappointment when I looked at him. What a waste of resources.
Project. What project?
It was all based on one madman's pipe dream. Create an army of super soldiers through genetic manipulation. Somehow, he had managed to impress my superiors, and they had provided him with effectively endless resources to be wasted on foolish ideas and experiments. The project was idiotic. The subjects were erratic, unreliable. Why build an army of reckless super soldiers when a handful of well-placed spies can do so much more for your cause?
What became of him?
Oh, I don't know. Dead, I assume. In the end, we had his mind wiped. All the boys underwent the same treatment. I didn't follow the subsequent cleanup process, but from what I understand, the doctor and everyone else associated with the project is long gone.
I see.
Yes, well, enough reminiscing. Are you about done here?
Almost done. Yes.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still, we are close now, 47.
Well, if it isn't the hardest working mailman in the whole country. Is that for me, or more stuff for Batty?
Ha! Trevor! Good to see you again. This is just a package for James Batty. Judging by the weight, I think it's those legal texts he's been waiting for.
He's a strange one, that James Batty. Is he still trying to sue Janice?
Oh, yes. That's exactly why I'm dreading the delivery of this package. He keeps talking my ears off and shows me all these legal documents like I'm supposed to understand what they mean. Say, would you deliver this for me? I can make you a postal deputy.
No, sorry, Dale. I'm late for my...
A lawsuit between Janus and another resident. Might be a good place to start your investigation into Janus's life, 47. I suggest you look closer at this James Batty fellow.
Day.
Oh, sure, okay. I mean, I'm late already, so I guess it's fine. I'm sure the missus will understand.
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty in number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you... Huh? Where...
Everything to spec here? Did you pass the latest tapes over to the house? Yes, sir. I did.
Hola, compadre. Essa diabo que me deixa como comunista caixa bem pequena por fazer. You know I want to you do your way, I do mine. Fine.
You know the exterminator guy who was working on Batty's house? Same guy as his cat, right? Yeah. So I let him use the green certificate. I asked him if it's poison.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
But there's still all your machinery cluttering up my garden. I talked to your man here, but he claims he needs to be done with my neighbor's house before he can remove the hookup to my house.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
strange noises here. Looking into it, over.
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues.
Man, we have some weird noises. I'll have a look around.
Are the new suitcases here yet?
No, Mr. Janus. I believe they're still withheld by customs.
Jeez.
We need to prepare the items in the basement, Gunther.
How so, Mr. Janus?
Way, do you?
Oh, Mr. Janus, there's life left in you yet. You're not going anywhere for a long time.
I'm not talking about dying, Gunther. I am talking about my trip. Are the new suitcases here yet?
No, Mr. Janus. I believe they're still withheld by customs.
That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough. The Ark Society annual gathering.
Gunther.
47, that's it. That has to be the event where Janus and the Constant are meeting.
We'll have it
That's the
sorted out.
last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners
right
as we
there,
had
mister.
hoped,
You are
this
trespassing
at
and I will
least
shoot
gives
you
us a
if
clear
necessary.
bead on the
Are the new suitcases here yet?
No, Mr. Janus. I believe they're still withheld by customs.
That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough. The Ark Society annual gathering. 47, that's it. That has to be the event where Janus and the Constant are meeting. That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough.
Oh, jeez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party 3 times already. Why not just go inside? It's open to everyone.
Yeah, it's
The
strange.
Wilsons are throwing a barbecue and everyone's invited. It sounds like Nolan Cassidy has some interest in the party as well, but for some reason, he's unwilling to go inside. Maybe you can help fix whatever's wrong in there, 47.
Hey, did you grab the pack of smoke that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
Ah, well. You know, I think someone there is trying to help the old geezer stop as well. By throwing that sausage nails over the fence? Point them. No reason.
So,
Richard, you are such a fool!
Look at that. Oh, wow. Will you look at that? It's good to know the kind and helpful people still exist. Guess I have to start flipping burgers now.
Whatever.
Although I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good place for my...
Oh, hi. I'm on my way out. Bye.
Susan said they moved around a lot. So, do they buy new furniture every time?
Take 3. All clear.
Although I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good
Hello there.
I just can't.
right now. It's just electric.
All right, folks. The food is ready. Hi there. Care for a taste?
Fine. Look, we can meet a
Thanks,
right here.
I guess.
Glad to be of service.
They all laugh. The Fulton and his steamboat, Hershey and his chocolate bar.
Psst. Care to try something special?
What?
That's how people are.
Thanks, I guess.
It's what I do.
Said it would be hello.
You should try this.
Let's hope he likes his food, 47.
Oh, thanks.
Enjoy.
We'd never get together. Darling, let's take a bow. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, another guest. I'm so delighted to see you here. Welcome to our humble home. I'm Susan Wilson. I don't believe we've met yet.
Nolan Cassidy. I've seen you around the neighborhood.
Wonderful. Well, feel free to mingle with the other guests. Once the food is ready, you really must try the buffet. I'm sure everything will be just to your liking.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson. I'll do just that.
Good to see you. You know,
Ah, there's an open spot.
Hi. You want to try something?
what's good here?
I
What's
hear
this?
it's all to die for, Mr. Cassidy.
Thanks, I guess.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Oh, restroom better be vacant.
Sing what?
Hey, you're sick. Okay, you really should see a doctor.
You go ahead and do what you need to do.
Uh-huh. You'll need to see a doctor. Like, seriously.
Hmm?
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Yeah, boss says he wants... I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do.
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
You know, the one that police shut down after the, well, incident?
I'm not...
Do you mind checking that out?
For sure.
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is bad. God, I feel sick.
Votes on local regulations because he keeps coming up with new ways of trying to control what we can or can't do around here. If that man ever got into higher office, we'd all be living in a police state.
Oh, I just really like to fly
Aren't you the realtor? I've been waiting hours for you.
Hey, how are you?
Mr. Cassidy,
Sir,
I'm
if you want
sorry
to come
for the
through,
delay.
I'm gonna have to pat you
I'm
down.
ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go. You know which one it is, right? Last one on the right, far end of the row. I hope you've got your presentation in order. I don't want this to be a waste of time, you understand me?
Of course, Mr. Cassidy.
I've been eyeing this place for some time. I trust we can make a quick execution here.
Yes, Mr. Cassidy.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm
Finally. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly used for watching television and other recreational purposes. Large room with two easy-to-get-to exits. Dark floors hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
The kitchen. Gas stove. Vinyl floors. which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
Interesting, I suppose, but not really something that seals the deal for me.
This is the downstairs bathroom. Useful when cleaning off after a messy day of work.
That's all fine. Is there more to this house, though?
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe of some sort.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting. I'll just wait.
Nice work,
Yes.
Forster.
This is
Let's
more
hope he
like
doesn't
it.
set off the
This I
alarm
can
somehow.
use. Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code. Just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined. Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
I suppose that's not unreasonable. And this vault unit looks quite versatile. Internal climate control and explosive laser security.
All the comforts of home.
Yes. Quite interesting. And a nice looking safe in here, too. Any idea what the previous owner was using this for?
No idea. Maybe a mausoleum.
Huh. That's weird. But I think I can come up with some good uses for it. All right, I think I've seen enough. No, don't!
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, Forster.
Hey, did you grab the pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
So, Janus smokes despite being dependent on an oxygen tank and his bodyguard's insistence on hiding his cigarettes. I wonder what might happen if he combined the two.
Help of your own luck. It's probably not wise to also breathe through a cigarette. What?
The other day, I accidentally entertained her.
Big mistake. Haven't you learned anything yet? How long have you talked? Don't doubt eventually. Not exactly the time
Ah, there you are. I may have one foot in the grave, but without my smokes, I might as well be dead.
As old Trotsky said, just as a lamp...
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him.
You know the exterminator guy who was working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So, I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals.
Apparently, there is a fumigator in town. He's working on a house belonging to a James Batty, and has previously been working on Cassidy's house. The fumigator has stored some of his chemicals, a strong sedative, in a container in a vacant lot near the creek. Sounds like this could be useful, 47.
He only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator. He cares about the lives of insects.
What a weird stuff. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach. His parents were poor, her and his mother. Stay here.
Nicely done, 47. This should keep things nice and quiet inside the house. Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man.
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives. I applaud his enthusiasm, but sadly, local police have confiscated his equipment. If you were to find it, 47, it might be the perfect way to rid the world of Janus.
Hmm?
What's going on? Crap! That is so annoying.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you through, okay? Please leave the area.
Stand back, please. I will investigate.
I will stay here.
Come on. Yard boss. Station 8.
Well,
I understand you have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus's complaints. Follow me. As you can see, we have a mole issue. Now, I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, it'd be great. Come find me when you're done.
Janus might reveal.
Rain Man when it comes to his old adventures.
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
I'm done.
Great. Let me have a quick look. A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done. Let me get Mr. Janus so he can inspect it for himself. Hey, tell Mr. Janus the molehills have been fixed.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect
So,
the work soon, 47.
Just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection's gonna remind Janus about something exciting from his past. And I'm sure that he's gonna tell us all about it. You know, old people syndrome. Just play along. Better yet, keep your distance. Oh, here he is. Mr. Janus.
So the holes are filled, huh?
Yes, Mr. Janus. The gardener took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Thank you very much. Looks good, I guess. You know, life gets dull when you're old. Dealing with moles back in the day was much more exciting.
Huh. I guess that's one way to go about it. Well, he's a professional.
Please stay back.
Yourselves. I can't find anything in this house anymore.
Right. Sorry, Mr. Janus. I'll tell the men. Shall I ask some of them to look for the photograph?
No, never mind. I'll find it. I just need it before I leave so I can bring it with me.
Understood, sir.
Saturday is Muffin Day, Gunther. But I'm not seeing any muffins here.
I think some of the boys may have been a little snack hungry, Mr. Janus.
I remember the first time I had a blueberry muffin. It was 1976. The American Embassy in East Berlin, in the old Prussian Officers Club. I was there on a diplomatic assignment, of course, but the wife of the ambassador was such a talented pastry chef. She managed to completely divert my attention from the task at hand.
That sounds incredible, Mr. Janus.
Those muffins, Gunther, were absolutely fantastic. In all of the years since, I never found anyone who could recreate those muffins until Helen moved in next door. So, imagine my disappointment when you now tell me those muffins, those little snippets of heaven, are all gone.
I understand. I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good.
Well, what are you waiting for? Unlock the door and start the tour.
Hey, if you don't want to turn into a fixer-upper, you let me have a word with you. Sir? Sir? Pacify the bastard!
Jesus!